Hello and welcome back to another episode of Spread Some Magic 1928. Today we are making the Wookie Cookie. And not just any Wookie Cookie. This one made a reappearance during Star Wars Seasons of the Force at the Disneyland Resort in 2025. A rather high price tag at $10 per cookie and was found at the Grand California Resort. Many times when you look up Wookie cookies, they're like whoopie pie types. Not this one. This one is a cookie filled with chocolate hazelnut spread, aka Nutella. Now, there wasn't much about it, and a lot of times they just were like commenting on the amount of Nutella in the middle. So I actually don't know what the base cookie is. So I have partnered up with my friend Miss Simi Sweet, who sells stuffed cookies in the Seattle area, and I got her recipe for how she does this. And for you though, just use whatever cookie dough that you want. You want to buy chocolate chip cookie dough at the store, you want to make your favorite from scratch, it doesn't matter. But from there, you want to plop some Nutella or your favorite chocolate hazelnut spread on some wax paper and into the freezer, because we need to stuff it into the cookie or mold the cookie around it. And if it's straight from the jar, if you know, Nutella is pretty loose. So these have been in the fridge, actually overnight, but I read that maybe 30 minutes is enough. Ooh, you know what we need to do? Take off our rings. Unless you want cookie dough all in the nooks and crannies of the rings. So take those off. There we go. We're gonna take, which one did I just have in my hand? Take our Nutella mix ball, and I'm gonna mush this cookie dough around it, like so. Oh my gosh, I'm already in love. Excuse me. Make sure there is no Nutella peeking out, and you're gonna have a massive cookie. So, when looking at the pictures, I can't tell if it's dusted or not, or if it's just like this. However, I do have some chocolate hazelnut powder here from another recipe we made. So I am going to lightly roll this powder over the edge, because honestly, it did look like it had some kind of topping. However, once again, there weren't many reviews on the actual cookie itself, just that they loved the chocolate hazelnut center. And it is a Wookie, so we have to put on its hair. And it's definitely these kind of chocolate sprinkles. We're gonna press it in here. See, yep. You're gonna have to press them in, so as much or as little as you want. What I won't have is they also put like a piece of chocolate that makes it look like the bandolier that Chewy wears. Well, they do kind of come off pretty easily. Anyhow, I don't think it's that much of a deal. Oh. And then you're gonna put it onto your prepared baking sheet. Once you have all these rolled, you definitely want to let them chill in the fridge anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. At this point, they could also be refrozen if you like, or you can freeze them after baking. Either way works. I tend to freeze mine as raw dough and then do the full cooking after. So I am gonna get the rest of this rolled, pop them in the freezer, and I'll be back when it's time to pop them in the oven and give them a try. All right, our Wookie cookies have been chilling for well over 30 minutes, more like an hour or so, which isn't a bad thing. My oven is preheated. These cook 375 for 11 minutes. Yes, cook them the same as your normal directions. They look huge because they're stuffed, but we're not cooking that stuffing. We're not cooking this thing all the way through. We kind of want it to be melty or ganache or something like that in between. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven, and then we're gonna get to try them. I'm so excited. See you in a few. Oh my gosh, here they are. Oh, that's so hot. If I can get you closer. Don't look at that one. I was messing with that one. They super expanded. The ones in the park were super covered with these chocolate, I think they're called pearls. Okay, we're gonna turn it around. Again, don't look at that one. I was just looking at the cookie to see how it was cooking. They're massive and they look delicious, and I can't wait to see inside and give it a try. But we do have to let them cool down. So you know the drill. I'll be back. Here it is, a Wookie cookie. Now, I never saw it in the park. I didn't get to go for Seasons of the Force this year. That's worth 10 bucks maybe. It's big enough at least. So let's see. We're Ready? OMG. Look at that. What do you say we dig in? All right. So this isn't ganache, it definitely is melty. Maybe if it cooled all the way, because it is still a touch warm, it wouldn't be so melty, but does it matter? I would pay $10 for this. I did have very large pieces of Nutella in there with this cookie. This is so good. I actually do like the Nutella powder on the outside. I mean, look at that. This is so good. Like, it might be diabetes in a cookie, but wow. Wow, wow. Make them. If you like Nutella, you could use Pillsbury's shortbread, like if it's in a tub, not shortbread, but like sugar cookie. And the packet mix, like if you really don't know how to make packet mix. Sorry, forgot you were there. This is ridiculous. I will be making these again. I have a friend who loves Nutella, and I think she would just love these. Again, you could freeze them as dough. I can freeze them like that, so I can make sure she gets one. If you know me and you want this, just let me know. And if you're in the Seattle area, look for pop-up, like a pop-up vendor named Miss Simi Sweet. And she's gonna have cookies like this and more. Her creations are amazing. Follow her wherever you follow people on socials. She's silly, she's funny, she's my friend. And she knows what she's doing. This is fantastic. Anyhow, thanks for joining me today. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And spread some magic wherever you are. Until next time.